What's going on, everybody? This is Miserable Rain God from Long Island, New York. Today I'm playing Impossible Mission for the Atari 7800. I'll be playing on a 2600 Plus. Developed for the 7800 by MAM Development Corp. 1984, Epix 1987, Atari. So this is Impossible Mission. This is the elevator screen. Kind of maps as you go, which is cool. You are a secret agent. You're here to stop nuclear annihilation. Some lunatic has stolen the launch codes, and your job is to get them back. Of course, they sent you in with a really crappy way of jumping and no weapons to speak of whatsoever. So it's pretty much a puzzle platformer. You go into separate rooms. Every room is different. The way that they are arranged on the map changes from play to play, but the rooms themselves are the same. So every room exists in every instance of the game, but the map changes. And I don't think it's procedurally generated. It is, there's only so many maps that the game kind of cycles through. So this is it. We go in. We search the furniture for passwords, and we avoid these annoying robots. This is one of the harder rooms, so it kind of sucks that I started off in here. It's hard because the robots are fast, and you kind of have to just get in. Oh, that was close. Get there. Oh, come on. Kind of have to search and run, search and run. So, and I got hit. Every time you get hit, it takes a few seconds off of your game clock. You only have so long to save the world, so to speak. Oh, for the love of God. It's so annoying. Oh my God. And it's probably gonna be nothing here. Not close enough to search. If I curse, I'm sorry. It's just that frustrating. All right. There's a computer terminal up there that would let me reset the elevators in the room or turn off the robots. I don't have any passwords to use it unless I just grabbed a robot password. Let's see. Temporarily, no, password needed. Reset the lifting platforms, password needed. Log off. So, right now, completely useless. This guy will run fast when he sees me. And he just, the one here, just follows a pattern for shooting. That's one way to get back up to the top. Alright, not so good. Died a lot in that stupid room. So this robot kind of saw me, and then he stays there. He's not firing, though. No. This robot's kind of following me left and right. Sometimes they can fire even when they do that. But he wasn't able to fire. Nothing here. Wasted time, wasted time. Are you kidding me? No space to maneuver. Now that last one will be really tough to get to if I don't have a password to turn off the robots. I'll try. Alright, we got it. That's the last thing. The computer terminals, you can't really, there's no reason to search them unless you have the passwords to turn the robots off. Oh. So the jump is very annoying. You can only do this forward somersault. You can't jump straight up. There's no way to do it. And the jump is fixed. You can't jump in the elevator room. So that's it. The jump is fixed and it's a set distance. It's just very, very annoying. This game would be, you know, on the verge of greatness if they just made the jump more useful, more precise, less fixed, and if you could just jump straight up and down. This game with Mario jumping and Mario platforming would be great, but that's not what we got here. Alright, so in this room, I get to use this little computer, but I have nothing to do with it right now. The puzzle pieces I need to get into the final room would show up here, but I don't actually have any because even though I've searched 2 rooms, I have nothing to show for it. Okay, that ball thing will just like follow me, and if I give it a chance to come down to a lower level, it'll come down to the lower level. And so it'll slowly follow me and come down any space that it can. And if it touches me, you can imagine what would happen. So you kind of have to be fast so it stays up there. Okay, searching, nothing. Searching, nothing. Again, a room with nothing. He's not shooting at me? Okay. I'll take it. Okay, I found a robot off password. Fine with me. Okay. Alright, well that was the last room of that elevator shaft or whatever. So, okay, so I want to get, this room has an exit on the other side, so I'll work to get there. Okay. Huh. This looks fun. So every room is a puzzle as to how to use these elevators to get up and down, to get past the robots and not get killed. Alright. I think what I want to do now is try to bring this level down, go back up, and then from here, turn around, let him go, and he got me. It does remember how much of the furniture was searched, so I don't have to do it from the beginning, but again, I got killed. Because you get greedy, because you just want to search the stupid the stupid thing, try to get a password piece, whatever it is, a puzzle piece, and it's just the timing is very, very tight, and the controls really don't let you do much more. Nothing here. So I died 2 or 3 times, nothing to show for it. Okay. Do I have any puzzle pieces? No. Okay, so this room you have to play like a little mini game. Just hit the buttons to make the music, the tones go up, and I either just got a robot off button, a robot off password, or a elevator reset password. So every time you do this, it gets a little harder. Okay, so we've seen that. Okay. Wow, only one way, only one room here, so that's it. Okay. This is a tough room because that chest of drawers is very hard to get to. Oh, come on, I did not want to search again. In the butt. That's another problem. Now I fell down. Now I have no way to fix these elevators unless I use an elevator reset button, reset password, and that's it. It's gone. So I've used it and it's gone. I could either die and lose time off the game clock just because this jump is imprecise controls. I press left. The game thought I was pressing up. Okay, now, to get to that chest of drawers, I don't know how to do it. These are my two options with this elevator. I'll try a very long jump from here. And again, elevator's gone. Sound very similar to the ET sound, the ET falling down the well sound, just for anyone who is interested. I'm going to try one more for a long jump to get to there. Waited too long to press the button. There was no jump. I hate jumping in this game, guys. I really hate jumping in this game. I really hate it. There must be a spot where if you jump, you'll be able to land on that other spot. Like, if I jump from here, I land on that platform. Are you kidding me? You basically have to be on top of the robot to try to jump onto that other platform, which just seems really, really imprecise as to how you would get there. Oh. I know I said I would only try once, but I don't know how many times this guy's going to take before he turns around either. I really wanted this game to be awesome, and that's it. I didn't. And the elevators are gone. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'd hate for that to be the last puzzle piece. Oh, wrong button. I mean, pretty soon I'm going to die. I'm going to run out of time, that is. Oh, I just stood there and let that happen. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, a puzzle piece. At least I'll have something to show you. I'm sure you hear the frustration in my voice. Oh. Oh, you rat. He turned right around and came back to me. Okay, well, that was all a waste of time anyway. So here we see I have 3 puzzle pieces. No, I'm sorry. 3 snoozes. I don't even know what that is. Okay. So I have these 2 puzzle pieces. Now, they don't fit together. Can turn the pieces around. So there's multiple puzzle pieces in the game, and you just try to do this until you put the puzzles together. And then every time you get a puzzle, I think you get a letter of the password to get into the lunatic's hideout. It's very gamey, it's very complicated. I mean, look at this. Such imprecise platforming in order to get to this point. Really, this is poor game design. But what did they know in 1982 or whatever it was? Oof. It doesn't even stop at that level. At that second from the top level. Nothing here. Nothing here. This game tests my patience. Okay, so when that evil ball touches the robot, the ball disappears. So that's good to know. Oh, okay. Oh, and that's it. I ran out of time. Puzzle pieces found. 2 passwords found. 5 passwords that would be to turn off the robots. Puzzles solved 0. Seconds remaining 0. Mission terminated. New high score 700. Wow, what a great score. Press the joystick button or reset for a new game. So here we go. We got a new game. The map has changed, but the rooms are just reshuffled. I hate jumping in this game so much. Okay, I'm not gonna play a full round of this, just kind of checking it out. I wish I had gotten more puzzle pieces on that first play, so you could kind of see kind of how to see how to manipulate them a little bit more. But the randomization in the game, or if it's not randomization, just the preset the preset, I don't know, locations for all the stuff just didn't work out that way. I mean, if the controls didn't suck, if the jump was better, and if when you walk you didn't have this huge stride, this game could be really, really great. Another issue is when you put the robots to sleep, it does not last long enough for you to get anywhere and do anything constructive. I'm not even sure if I used a robot sleep password or whatever they call it. Whoa. Let's just see. Do I have a disable robots? Password needed. So I can't even do it to show yet. Waiting for him to turn around. What a pattern you got there, buddy. Oh, and he sees... Okay, so his pattern was to fire when he sees me. Goodbye. Alright, log off. What did I do? Oh. Alright, let's say we end this hell and take a look at the manual. Alright, here we go. The manual for Impossible Mission, Atari 7800. Let's see, can I get that to fit a little bit better for you? I don't know. I'm looking at this manual on thegameisafootarcade.com. I have a paper copy of the manual here, but it just looks so much better to do this than to take pictures of it. A lot of blank pages in this manual. Table of contents. Dossier on Elvin Adambender. We'll get to that. Top secret document. Strategy, scoring, okay. Top secret document. Do not accept if seal is broken. Courier is required by law to obtain proof of identity before releasing this document. So, as we've discussed in the past, Atari 7800 instruction manuals went pretty hard into the lore of their game. This one is no different. It starts off pretty serious, like, oh wow, top secret document, cool. But then once you get to the story of the villain, it is utterly ridiculous, which is fine. I don't mind bonkers, ridiculous stuff. In fact, I kind of love it. But this one, this one is nuts. Special Agent 4125. Oh, I guess that's my name. Mission briefing. Mission of vital importance to national and global security operations to begin immediately. Utmost urgency. During the past 3 days, key military computer installations of every major world power have reported security failures. In each case, someone gained access to a primary missile attack computer. Only one person is capable of computer tampering on this scale, Professor Elvin Adambender, hereafter referred to as Elvin. So even in the early 80s or mid 80s or whenever this was written, they knew that the real problem in the world is university professors. Which is true, believe it or not. We believe that Elvin is working to break the computer's launch codes. When he succeeds, he plans to trigger a missile attack that will destroy the world. Penetrate Elvin's underground stronghold. Break his security code. Ooh, there are predecessors, Agents 4116 and 4124. May they rest in peace. I'm 4125, so that's nice. May they rest in peace. We're able to send back some information about Elvin's installation, and that is detailed in the following pages. This is the part that I take exception to. Your only weapons will be your keen analytical mind. I don't really have one. And your whatever pocket computer. Good luck. The world is depending on you. Then maybe the world should have sent me in with a gun, with an EMP, something other than a somersault, at least. Dossier, Elvin Atombender. Look at that picture. Holy cannoli. Is this a shirt? What's happening here? Is that a shirt? I think it's a shirt. Is this like a collar? Is this a turtleneck? What is happening? We can get all this definition in his hair. Look at the wrinkles. Look at the nose. Look at the shape of his eyes. But his shirt, we can't draw that. Anyway, he's a male. He's 62 years old, 5 foot 4 inches tall. He does not have hair. Well, I see a little bit of hair. He does have eyes. Eyes, yes. I told you, this gets silly. Traits: avoids people, hates animals, likes Brussels sprouts. Last known picture of Elvin. Elvin was a nice boy while his mother liked him. In school, he loathed sports but excelled in mathematics. He seldom caused any problems, at least none with any global consequences. At home, Elvin spent most of his time staring at his computer screen, a seemingly harmless recreation. Oh, there was the time Elvin broke into the phone company's computer system and changed the records. Angry at his parents for some real or imagined crime, the playful youngster added a long-distance call to their monthly phone bill, a 5.5-hour call to Afghanistan. His parents were tolerant. They were sure he would eventually outgrow his passion for tinkering with other people's computers. It was during his days as a college student that Elvin was transformed from a promising young man into a treacherous evildoer. Elvin had become obsessed with a new computer game, giggling penguin invaders from outer space in the vicinity of Ursa Minor. Elvin had always hated penguins from Ursa Minor. This game's score counter went up to 100 billion. Billion? 100,000 million billion. Yay! And Elvin was determined to max it out. He wanted that kill screen, y'all. After playing the game for several days without sleep, he had vaporized enough penguins to pile up 99,999,999,785 points. One more tuxedoed avian, and he'd have it. Elvin shook out his joystick hand. A 250-point penguin waddled onto the screen. Elvin's eyes lit up. He took aim, and then at that precise moment, the power failed. Elvin's game was lost. He'd never get a score that high again. In that instant, something snapped in Elvin's mind. He became consumed with a single maniacal obsession. He would repay the world for the injustice it had dealt him. For many years, Elvin waited. He became a distinguished professor, a renowned expert in computers and robots. Then, 8 years ago, he disappeared. His whereabouts were unknown until now. Intelligence report. Elvin's stronghold. Well, he's amassed a fortune by raiding the computer systems of various financial institutions. But he was still a professor? I don't understand. He was robbing financial institutions but still working as a professor? I need more. There seems like we're missing a few pieces here. Elvin has constructed a vast underground stronghold packed with computer equipment. 32 rooms in Elvin's stronghold. Okay, that's good to know. Some of them are used as living quarters. I know you just sometimes saw toilet bowls kind of next to refrigerators. Elvin has constructed them so that only he can negotiate them easily. He's a 62-year-old man. I'm a young secret agent with a somersault. How is he negotiating them easily? I'm very taken aback by this. Each room has a number of floors or catwalks connected by lifts. Yes, Elvin's nasty human-seeking robots. Okay, Elvin's robots. Wonderful. 1.2 megagradians per fortnight. Maximum angular velocity. Megaradians per fortnight. Okay. 3.14 megajoules. I'm just looking to see if there's any good jokes on this page. Armor is ablative. Alpha class, beta class, gamma class, omega class, photovoltaic threshold. I mean, somebody thought about this a lot. Maybe. Thermionic coefficient. Elvin's robots are equipped with sound motion sensors. Wonderful. The robots are propelled by linear induction motors. All right, so no good jokes on this page. Yeah, no, not saying anything funny. just silliness. Elvin's security system. Intelligence indicates that Elvin uses 3 types of codes or passwords. One code deactivates robots. I can't talk today. Deactivates robots. Another operates the lifts, and the third code unlocks the control room. Elvin is tricky, not to mention a little strange. Yes, well, true. He hides his passwords in his furniture. Elvin frequently forgets the passwords for his security computer, but he can negotiate the rooms. But I guess that 62-year-old mind forgets his passwords. Elvin frequently forgets passwords, so he scatters them around, stashing them in the weirdest places. You might find a password on the sofa, stereo, or candy machine, but you must find the passwords to stay alive. Once you find the codes, using them should be relatively easy. Okay. The control room password is another matter. Elvin has broken up this important code into dozens of pieces and scattered them throughout the complex. You will have to find and retrieve all the pieces of the code and fit them together like a puzzle to form the password. You have to stop him, or the world's going to pay an awfully high price for a 250-point penguin. I have a feeling that a guy like this, who's going to blow up the world over a video game penguin thing, probably, even if he had gotten those 250 points, I mean, he would have found another reason to blow up the whole world. It doesn't take much looking around to find some reasons, if you ask me. Insert the impossible mission cartridge. All right, here we go. Game instructions, blah, blah, blah. Penetrate the rooms and tunnels in Elvin's stronghold. Avoid his robot defenders and put together his secret password. Okay. You score points. Who cares about points? It's not the 1980s anymore. We don't care about points. Each time you play, the rooms and robots will be rearranged and the puzzles will be different. In the elevator, in the rooms, on lifting platforms. Searching for codes. As you explore, your pocket computer at the bottom of the elevator screen will display a map of the rooms and tunnels you have entered. A little more information from that could have been helpful, like marking rooms that still had furniture to search in a different color, or when you do find Elvin's, the door to his final room, marking that somehow would be helpful, but it doesn't do that. It just maps it out. Not the most useful pocket computer. Search every object or piece of furniture in the rooms for codes and password puzzle pieces. Remember to be on the lookout for robots. Well, yeah, you die 45 times in every room. Yes, you'll be on the lookout for robots. The word searching will appear in a box over your agent's shoulder. You'll also see a horizontal bar. Okay. These are the things you could find. The words nothing here happens a lot. picture of a sleeping robot, picture of a striped lifting platform with an arrow above it, a puzzle piece. Using security terminals, we talked about that. Code rooms, we talked about that. Elven Stronghold contains 2 code rooms where you can earn additional passwords. Okay, if you produce the proper sequence of notes, the checkerboard will flash and you'll get a snooze or lift and initialize password. You can do this as many times as you like, but the sequence gets longer each time. It's one of the longer manuals, I think. The Pocket Computer. Pocket Computer allows you to play with the puzzle pieces, twisting them around to figure out how they go together. So that gives you a sense. We really didn't get a chance to look at this much in the gameplay video, the gameplay portion, because I think I only found 1 or 2 puzzle pieces. Or that's not much fun at all. Arrow keys, phone key, vertical flip key, blah, 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 blah. Pause key to pause the game. That's cute. There's a little pause. And that's your pause button. That's cute. It's a metaphor. Using the glove to move the joystick handle in the desired direction. How nice. To drop a puzzle piece. Okay, so that all kinds of things. When you touch the phone key on your Pocket Computer, it dials up the agency's main computer to help you solve the puzzles. However, there is a charge for this service. Each use of the phone costs 2 minutes on the game clock. The agency's computer will give you 3 choices. Correct orientations of the leftmost pieces. So it'll put the pieces in the proper, well, it says it right there, orientation. Have we enough puzzle pieces to solve the puzzle? So do you have, for whatever pieces there, do you have the other 3 that you would need to create a full puzzle piece or a fully solved puzzle? Hang up. Okay, solving the puzzles. Some pieces are upside down or backwards or both when you find them. If a piece doesn't seem to match anything, try flipping it with the function keys. Pieces must be the same color or they won't match. Use the color keys to change them. A completed puzzle looks like a computer punch card, a solid rectangle with several little holes in it. A completed puzzle may be upside down or backwards when you finish putting it together. You may have to flip it around before it is recognized as a solution. Oh, that's annoying. There are 4 pieces in each completed puzzle and 9 puzzles in the game. 4 pieces in each completed puzzle, 9 puzzles. So 4 times 9, which is 36 pieces. And we found 2 or 3. That's fun. Once you have solved all 9 puzzles, you will have the 9-letter password that opened the door to Elvin's control room. The door to Elvin's control room is in one of the blue rooms. When you have completed the password, position your agent directly in front of the control room door and push the joystick handle forward. The door will open and Elvin's plot is foiled. Some rooms are harder to negotiate than others. If a room seems too hard, come back after you have acquired enough passwords to reset the lifts and turn off the robots. Each robot has a different behavior program. Watch closely. Your computer will let you combine any 2 puzzle pieces that don't overlap. However, puzzle pieces that don't overlap don't necessarily belong together. If you find that it's impossible to finish a partially completed puzzle, you may have combined the wrong pieces. You don't need to somersault over every hole in the floor. If a gap is no wider than a lifting platform, try stepping across it. But don't let up on the joystick until you get to the other side, or you'll fall. All right, that's actually a good tip. Good to know. If you have to cross a very large chasm, actually have 1 foot in the abyss before you press the fire button to jump. It will give you the extra distance you need. Wonderful. The game clock on the Pocket Computer display starts at 12. The game ends when the clock reaches 6. Each time you fall off the bottom or get zapped by a robot or floating orb, you lose 10 minutes. Oh, no wonder why I died so quick. Each time you use the phone, you lose 2 minutes. When the game ends, you are awarded points as follows. That's it. A bunch of blank pages. 1989 Atari Corporation. Didn't the title screen say 1987? This is Rev A. That might be why. My cartridge, maybe it's not Rev A. Yeah, my cartridge says 1987. So this is 1989. But gonna assume that it still applies. So that's it. That's a look at Impossible Mission by Epix, a super game for the Atari 7800. At least we had some fun looking at the manual. That's kind of cool. They did get a little bonkers in there, which is always fun. But the game itself, that jump, just ruins it. It just really, really does. If only somebody said, you know what, you would make this better, not jumping like this. But alas, they didn't do it. All right, gang, I'll be back in a couple of days with another look at another game. Until then, be kind and considerate to your neighbors. Try not to somersault every time you jump. Have fun out there.